Hey everyone, it's Niall and Tomas from Niall and we are back with what is already the third episode of season 2 of the Niall pod. It's going super fast. And for the first time ever, we are going to sidetrack a little bit from Eurovision. Well, not completely, but we're going to Junior Eurovision in this episode. So we've decided, because we have nothing to talk about this week, that we would talk about Junior Eurovision and the 4 songs that have already been selected for this year's contest, which is held in November.
Held in November, yes.
Yeah.
Let It Bloom, I believe, is the tagline.
Exactly. So super excited to do Junior Eurovision. Like I said, it's a brand new season, people. So we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff this year. We're going to try and keep up with everything that is Eurovision related. So obviously, we had to do Junior Eurovision as well. We're going to be reacting to the songs from, let me see if I can get this right, France, Germany, Malta, and the Netherlands. Those are, if we are correct, the 4 songs selected so far. We can see that there's
with a YouTube video that we can watch.
With a YouTube video, like there's a couple of other songs that have already sort of been announced, but I don't think the song has really been released yet. But we'll continue with this series later. So
I think it's important to point out now that we have not kept up with Junior Eurovision at all this year, so we do not know what the hell we're talking about. So bear that in mind as we get into this.
So let's start with the first song, which is the song from France, which is called Comme ci comme ça. Doesn't get any more French than that, I think.
Yeah, pretty stereotypical.
Yeah. The singer is called Titouan, I think is how you pronounce it. If we butchered that name, please do let us know in the comments down below. And let's go for it.
Okay. That wasn't what I was expecting.
No, it went in a completely different direction all of a sudden.
Yeah. So that was Titouan with Comme ci comme ça, France's representative for Junior Eurovision. Very summery feel, actually. It's a bit of a shame that it's in November because it does feel really summery. But I'm sure it'll brighten up the room. It started off quite. I thought it was a ballad. I was like, this is not what the thumbnail made me expect, because it's quite a colourful photo of the artist. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But wow, that really took me by surprise. It's really fun. I think you could think there is now footage of both me and you bopping around at the exact same time now, because it was just actually a really good shoulder bop song, I think. Really good vocals. Some of the lyrics seemed really nice. Yeah, they might be a little tad generic, but they're kids. Like, who cares? But nice enough. Yeah. No, I liked that. France are serious when it comes to Junior Eurovision, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm thinking, because didn't they win the last 2 editions? They won back to back, didn't they? And now, this is obviously the first song that we're listening to, but it genuinely does feel like it could be a contender. Obviously we still got 16 more songs to listen to, but this is already really, really good. And like you said, the vocal is the first thing that really struck me, was that because he looks really, really young on the picture, but the vocal sort of makes me think he's hitting puberty now. He's got quite a deep voice already for such a young kid. And there's a couple of really high notes in there, and long notes. So if he can pull that off live, that would be really, really good. Like you said, it's just a bop. It's just feel good. It's summery, and yes, it is in November. But Junior Eurovision is always colorful, and it's always a party. So I think they're probably going to be able to recreate the summer vibes on stage. I really liked how it went from the ballady part to the up-tempo pop part, because I thought for a second, okay, this is a ballad, just good vocal, quite quite meaningful lyrics, but I was kind of like, okay, I'm not really that much into ballads, so I wonder how this is going to progress. Is it going to explode at some point? And then it just went into like a completely different direction than I thought it would. So it's good because it keeps you interested, and it doesn't take too long. Because sometimes, you know how sometimes a song can like build and build and build, and it takes very, very long for it to get somewhere, and you sort of lose interest. This one doesn't have that, because by the time that you can even start feeling bored, the beat has already kicked in, so you're already bopping along. So this is really, really good. This is a good effort from France once again.
Yeah, no, I think we do our top one. Top one, France. France.
What France?
The Miss Universe one.
Yeah. God, I'm still laughing at that joke. I don't think a lot of people got it unless you follow Miss Universe or something. But that was such a good joke.
Yeah, I think it was difficult when we were actually in the arena together. But that was funny. But sidestepping back to a Junior Eurovision, the song for Germany is called "Save the Best for Us." Now, I believe this is getting a revamp, apparently, but it's by an artist called Bjarne. I've probably said that wrong, but let's. It does only look like we have.
Bjarne is how we say it in Dutch. Bjarne, yeah.
It does only look like we've got a clip. It's only a minute long, but we will live with that. We will see what it is. We'll get a taste for it. So.
Do you know? For a second, I thought it said "Save the Best for Last," and I was gonna propose, should we listen to this one last, because it's "Save the Best for Us," but it's not. It's "Save the Best for Us." Okay.
Now I don't even know if I said "Save the Best for Us" when I introed it. Now that's just stuck in my head, guys. Welcome back to the niallpointspod chaos. It's lovely to be back to normal, but let's move on, and this is Germany.
So save the best for us. Save the oceans and the trees, the mountains and the air we breathe. Save the best for us. This world can take your breath away. It's beautiful in every way.
Now, if sorry, autoplay went.
Malta can't wait to start.
So that was Germany with Bjarne, "Save the Best for Us." Now, it was only a little clip, but if that little clip does not get you concerned about climate change, I don't know what is, because that boy could sell anything.
Yeah.
I can see why there's a revamp coming, for sure. We will see. Definitely not as poppy feeling or perfected feeling as the France entry we just listened to. I think listening to anything after that seems a little bit production value has been turned down.
Yeah.
But no, it's still good. And as you said while that was on, he is like absolutely the cutest little wee boy. Just like, it looked like he was like having the time of his life on that set. The set was a bit misleading. I thought it was going to be a bit more like rocky, like, because there was a guitar and like these cool lights.
Yeah.
And then it just.
I was having like Sam Ryder vibes with those like lights.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. No, I remember. But yeah, that's cute. That's a cute entry, I think. What do you feel?
Yeah, that's the word that I would use to sum it up. It's cute. Like, he's cute. The song is cute. Like, it's very, compared to France, this is quite ballady. It's not like a full-on ballad. Like, there is a little bit of a beat in the background, ever so slightly. But it's got very cliche lyrics. It is about, climate change. But I think if there's anyone that could sell a cliche message like that on a Eurovision stage, it would be this kid, because he's just so adorable. I was just smiling when I was watching him. He's so cute, and then that like sweet angelic voice when he does those high notes. It's just really, really adorable. Like, there's not really much more that I can say. I do think like the melody in itself was quite catchy, though. Like the part of the chorus that we heard was quite catchy, but we're going to need more than a minute to judge this completely. And if it is going to get a revamp, then I understand why they've only released a 1 minute clip. And also, it was very like staging wise, it was very static. He was just basically just standing there. I imagine he's probably going to have like dancers with him or something. But yeah, this was definitely not bad in any way. But yeah, like you said, like I can see why there is a revamp needed for it. So yeah, I'll wait with the judging until we heard the full thing.
Yeah, we do a top 2. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm no shade to any YouTubers who do that. I do use them all the time to see what other people are thinking, but I just don't have the time or energy to
I mean, we've done sort of like top videos, haven't we, last year? Or at least we've done our qualifiers.
We tried. Yeah, we tried to. I think we still kept changing our mind after that.
I don't know. Did we actually ever look back at those videos where we predicted the qualifiers and saw if we had it right or not?
I don't think we did. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we'll do that next week. Yeah. If we're still struggling for anything to talk about, you can tell it's off. You can tell it's off season, babes. Okay, no, I liked that. Bjarne. Yeah. So who's that was next? Not bad at all. Who's next?
Next up. Next up is Ramirez Iberas, I think, from Malta, and the song is called Stila. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Shekna. I don't. I'm imagining, like, we haven't heard the song. I'm imagining it's in Maltese, and I'm trying to remember if I've actually ever heard what the Maltese language sounds like, because they usually perform in English in Eurovision.
It translates to Little Star.
Star.
But yes, it is Maltese. I believe this was this is a live performance from the national final, which I think was recently. So let's take a look and see how this was. This is Malta. That was sweet.
That was super sweet.
That was so sweet. So that was Ramirez Iberas with Stiliachenka, Little Star, for Malta. We talked about Bjarne being cute, but that was super cute as well.
That was super cute.
That outfit was so gorgeous as well. It's something I could actually imagine you wearing on a night out if you had access to it. I don't know why. But no, I think he seemed to have quite a lot of potential in terms of performance. Anyway, you know, like with a little bit more stage and stuff like that, could maybe really sell it. But yeah, that just seems sweet. I don't have any lyric translations to go off on the lyrics, but everything just seemed sweet. We used cute for Bjarne. I'm using sweet for Ramirez.
Yeah, I was thinking, because there were a lot of images on the backdrop of what I think was him with his parents.
We have no information to confirm or deny that.
Like this is just, I mean, let me put this out there. This is just me guessing, right? But judging from the images that I saw, I was kind of thinking like maybe it's about the story of how he came to Malta, because he doesn't really look particularly Maltese. So I'm guessing that maybe he's adopted or something.
Wow, you really are making a lot of assumptions right now.
Sorry, I'm just wait.
We don't know anything about this boy.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
A few moments later.
Okay, from Reddit, the song centers around the theme of adoption, where he is a little star lost in the darkness until his new parents found him. Wow, you're correct.
I am a genius. I am a genius.
Do we still cut that out?
No, we do not cut it. Maybe cut out the part where I say he looks like I think, but he does look a bit Filipino. I think
Okay, stop saying it.
it's just
No,
like.
So yeah, on Reddit, the song centers around the theme of adoption, where he is a little star lost in the darkness until his new parents found him. As it says in the chorus, with one smile I understood what it means to love. With a new life with you beside me, I found who I am. I fly above where I can have dreams. Among the light, I sign these words for you. I am no longer afraid, as with a look at you, I am filled with courage that lasts forever. I cherish you with me throughout this beautiful journey. Oh! It really is so sweet.
Really deep and sweet. But yeah, like I did get that from like the images because I didn't see it at the beginning, but like all of a sudden I was seeing like all these pictures go by, like parts like video clips of them, and I thought like, oh, those must be his parents. And then I thought, hey, doesn't like maybe it's about adoption.
Yeah.
I don't know why I made that link. It's probably because
because you're a genius.
Because I'm a genius. Yeah.
Just take it.
So I was like, okay, so maybe that's what the song is about, which makes it even better, in my opinion. If you see, this is the importance of looking up the translation to the lyrics. We could have gotten that just out of the translation of the lyrics.
To be fair, we are basing that on a comment from Reddit, so we don't have an official source on that, but. That's it. I'm pretty amazed because I was like, oh God, Thomas is trying to get himself cancelled this episode.
No, but like, I mean, like, I feel like there's also no use in denying people's heritage. Like,
no, definitely not.
You know,
that outfit was very Eastern and stuff,
exactly,
and it's sort of it looked traditional. To a degree, yeah,
exactly,
for sure.
But
don't worry,
about the song,
I don't think you're actually going to get cancelled. Don't worry.
Like we got 50 viewers on the last video. I doubt we're going to get cancelled.
Guys, this is the last.
Anyway, back to the song. Back to the song, Neil. Come on. Now, song-wise, I don't know where this could end up. Like, if you don't really know the meaning of the lyrics, I feel like it could maybe potentially be overlooked a little, but that might also be because of the fact that I'm not usually that big on ballads, and neither are you, as you have mentioned before. So, but there are a couple of really high notes which he kills. There are also a few slight little bumps in the road vocally here and there, but there's time to work on that. And with an elevated staging, who knows what can happen. But that was definitely very beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm sticking with the word sweet. I just think the whole thing was sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, Malta, for giving us a little bit of a nice feel-good moment there. Next, it's Netherlands. We don't know if they're competing in Eurovision 2025, but we do know that they're competing at Junior Eurovision 2024 and 2025, recently been announced. So I believe this is another one where they do a national final from their Junior Song Festival. So the song is... Oh, okay. The song is called Music, and the band is called Stay Tuned. I was trying to figure out which way around it was going there because it was kind of slightly confusing me. But
it could have been the other way around.
It could have been either way. That wasn't quite clear. So the song is called Music. It's by Stay Tuned. It looks to be a band with a boy and 3 girls, and this will represent the Netherlands in November. Let's take a look. Okay, that was the Netherlands. Thomas, let's start with you.
Okay. First of all, really, really catchy chorus. very danceable. It's fun, energetic. I wasn't so much a fan of the. Why am I losing? I'm tired, Neil. I'm tired. I can't think of the words. The verses.
Is it because
okay.
Is it because you were having to listen in Dutch? You were listening in Dutch, and now you can't do English.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, not a big fan of the verses though. I feel like melodically they were missing a little something. But the chorus is very catchy and makes up for a lot. The one thing that bugs me about a song like this is the fact that it's sung in two languages and that it switches from one language to another mid-sentence. That sort of annoys me because I kept listening to English and then it switched to Dutch and it took me 5 words to realize, oh, we're back to Dutch. Whereas like you can have songs where you have like, like for example, when Tali did Eurovision for Luxembourg this year, she saw her song partly sung in French, partly in English, but at least there was a clear divide. She had like a chorus in French, for example. She had a verse in English. She had a verse in French. She had a chorus. Whereas in this one, it's just like mid-sentence, they're changing language. And it's very, even though I speak both languages, it was very difficult for me to like keep
up.
Yeah, keep up. So I wish, because I much prefer the Dutch language in this song, like by a mile. I feel like the Dutch language lends itself very, very well for this song. So if I would change anything about it, it would be that. I would change the lyrics and make it completely in Dutch. It's Junior Eurovision after all. I feel like, wasn't there a rule in the earlier years of Junior Eurovision where you had to sing in your own language? Was that not like a rule? Maybe they abolished it.
I know it was a Eurovision rule. I don't know about Junior Eurovision, but I knew it was a Eurovision rule at one point.
Yeah.
But no, now one thing I want to shout out to myself, I want to give myself some applause, is I could understand some of the words that they were saying in Dutch when they were saying Dutch. I couldn't understand full sentences, but I understand some of the words. So I was very proud of that. That 116-day Duolingo streak is really helping me out. I am not going to be able to get screaming from the rooftop shouted out of my head. There's something about the delivery of that one line. I don't know if it's because the guy's vocal is deeper. I don't know if he's like trying to be like a MC GT Khaled type Pitbull type situation, Mr. Worldwide. But screaming from the rooftop, that's just going to be stuck in my head. That's the one thing that I really take away. Musically, I actually really like this in terms of the overall vibe and sound. It's very poppy, which, as we all know, I very much love. Very dancey. I could imagine. Yesterday, I was while I was making dinner, I had some Eurovision songs on and dancing around the kitchen to "We Will Rave." I can imagine doing that with this song. No, I thought it was a lot of fun. There's some choices that need some finesse. I think the choreo and the overall look of the package needs some work. What?
It wasn't me.
I thought you laughed at me, that's all.
No, didn't you see you did the thumbs up?
Oh, did I? Oh, no, I didn't see because you're on my Skype's on another screen. I'm looking just at a camera. So I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, so I did really like it, but the overall package, I did just feel a little bit style-wise, some updates, some finesse is needed for sure, because it just, some of it felt quite 90s, and it's 2024. I don't want to be getting 90s vibes necessarily from a bunch of 12 to 14-year-olds. If I want my 90s throwbacks, I'll go and listen to Steps, who actually this kind of reminded me of a little bit.
Yeah, it does have a bit of that, yeah.
But no, I in general, I liked it. I'm looking at the lyrics on the screen just now, and I can see how often it changes language.
Yeah.
And that is there's one bit where they just English, Dutch, English, English, Dutch, English, 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 all in just one chorus, and it's like that's quite a lot of changing language going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I can see where you're coming from, and as a speaker of both languages, that must be tough. For me, I was just vibing, to be honest. At one point, I heard the word Niemand, and I was like, I know that word, and that was me. I was happy for the rest of it. So yeah, no, I think that's pretty solid. I don't think it'll necessarily compete with France per se. I still think out of the 4 we've listened to, France was better as a whole entire package. But we've still got 2 months before November, so anything.
But then
could
again,
happen.
we also don't have a live package for France yet, so it's all going to depend. It's not like I'm worried for France, but like you never know what it's going to be like live. So it's good in studio cut. At least with the Netherlands, we have a live package, and for me, like my point was, I did really like the vibe of the song. It's very party, it's very up tempo, it's fun, it's funky. I loved all of that. It's just mainly the language switching. I could have done without that. I would have preferred it to just have it in Dutch. But other, like the styling, I didn't really mind the styling that much. I'm always less critical when it comes to styling and overall staging package when it comes to Junior Eurovision. Because to me, everything is just cute. You know, if they would come up there with bunny ears, I'd be like, oh, cute. So like I'm less critical. I try to base my critiques mostly on either vocal and the song itself. And there was nothing wrong with that. It's just it's mainly the language thing for me.
But yeah, even the critique I had is it's not necessarily a negative. It's just my opinion as well. And I do think overall good. Okay. I'm gutted that the United Kingdom has withdrawn from Junior Eurovision again, because I think we had 2 really good entries. But maybe I will keep tuned, because this was actually quite interesting. Some good songs, and we've got, so that's 4 out of 17. So we've got 13 more. Can you believe I just did a math course?
That's the funniest thing about that is the fact that all those kids would have gotten that much faster than you did.
Yeah, okay, I'll give them that. Okay, yeah. So I liked that. What do you think we should listen to some more when we get some more in a couple of weeks?
Oh, you asking me? I thought you were going to be like, do you think we should do this more often? Let us know in the comments down below. So I was kind of waiting for that. Yeah, we should. Like, we're invested now. We've done 4 songs. Like, otherwise this will all have been for naught. Like, we've spent 40 minutes and 56 seconds reacting to Junior Eurovision songs. So we might as well go ahead with it now.
Yeah,
and I quite enjoyed all of these songs. It was fun. So.
Yeah, I might watch in November. Obviously, although France won, they didn't want to host for a second time, so it is being hosted in Spain. So we'll see what the Spanish pull out. They've not hosted Eurovision in a while either, so we'll see what they do. But no, yeah, I liked that. And if you've got any other ideas of content you would like to see while we're struggling for ideas, let us know. You can always like, comment, and subscribe down below on YouTube, and you can also give us a shout out at niallpointspod on Twitter and Instagram, and niallpoint.com is the website. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at niallpoint.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Paidatom.
And we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye.